You. So we need to take you back to the guild, okay? But all I'm doing is training. Could you guys not see me training? You're training against people? Innocent people? I guess we're gonna have to stop you then. Oh yeah? Bring it on. So before Natsu and Guildars can start their fight, someone comes from beside them, and I know this wouldn't happen, but since Natsu has his memories back, I'm gonna say it does happen. And it's Anna. And Anna says, Natsu, what are you doing? Wait, what are you even doing here? And then Natsu says, Anna, what are you doing here? And then that's when Anna says, I was here to find all the 5 dragon slayers. And then that's when Anna says, what are you doing though here? Why are you fighting these people? Natsu says, I was training and then they interrupted me. And then Gildart says, what the hell is going on? Mad? Because no one is telling him what's going on. That's when Natsu says, don't talk to Anna like that, with him showing his aura as well. And then that's when Gildart is surprised because Natsu's aura is really strong. It's really strong, almost just like him. So Gildart is intrigued by a kid being this powerful and wonders how powerful he'll get in the future. And his suspicion will be right in the future. So that's when Anna says, okay, look, what happened? Why are you guys fighting in the first place? Natsu said, well, I was training until 3 weaklings came to fight me. Then I kicked their asses. Then some other guy came at me and started fighting me too. And Loxus says, that's not true. You're destroying things and destroying houses and well, not killing people, but you're hurting people. I had to stop you. Hey, I wasn't hurting people. They're in my way. I was just freaking training, and then everyone was getting in my way. With Loxus and Natsu arguing with each other. And then that's when right behind Natsu is Gray, Kid Gray. And Kid Gray, or I'm not going to call him Kid Gray. But I'm not going to call him that. But Gray says, what's going on? With all the other guild members also coming in. So like Urza and Makarov, or Makao, and Mira and Loki and everything. They're all coming in. And Gray's also there, and Gray says, what's going on? And who's the kid? Natsu says, I'm not a kid. You're the kid compared to me. And also, who are you? Who are you in the first place? That's when, beside both Natsu and Gray, by the way, they're also close to the guild hall. But yeah, right beside Natsu and Gray, comes Zeref. And Zeref is like, hello, little brother. And then that's when Gray goes like, Zeref. And also Natsu goes like that. They both say in unison. That's when Natsu gets mad and just does his sacred art, hidden form, fire dragon, phoenix blade, I think. And then he goes shooting right at Zeref, but Zeref just uses his darkness to blow away Natsu. And Zeref says, you're still not strong enough to take me on. Get stronger so you can defeat me. Natsu gets blown back at the guild hall's wall. Not the inside, the outside. And Natsu just gets mad, saying, damn you, Zeref. I'm gonna get you. Just watch. And then Natsu just passes out. That's when everyone is just surprised, and Gray's also surprised what the hell just happened. And Makarov is like, what is going on? That's when Gildart brings Natsu into the guild so he can rest up in the guild, and everyone is just go over to Anna, and Anna says, "Okay, what do you guys want?" And Gray's like, "What's going on? Why was Zeref here? Who is this kid? And why does he keep calling all of us kids, especially the grown-ups?" And that's when Anna says, "Do you really want to know?" And Zeref says, "Yes, I do want to know." And so Anna says, "Okay, I was the teacher of all 5 Dragon Slayers." And Gray says, "Dragon Slayers?" And Anna says, "Yes, old type of lost magic. It was lost magic because it was very powerful, so it was forbidden, and that's why it's called lost magic." So yeah, Natsu was killed in a dragon attack, and everyone's surprised, and Anna says, "Let me finish." When Natsu was killed by a dragon attack, along with his family and people around him. And then, well, that's all I know about Natsu's story. The rest Natsu should know, because he's still alive now. But I was in charge of bringing all 5 Dragon Slayers into 400 years into the future. That's why Natsu keeps calling you guys kids, because he's 400 years older than you guys. Especially me. And everyone is just surprised at this. They're just at awe. That's when Gray's like, "So, you guys are way older than us?" Anna says, "Yes." And Gray says, "Wait, hold on. Then, I still don't understand. The 5 Dragon Slayers, where are they?" And Anna says, "I still don't know yet. But the only one I did find was Natsu." And Gray says, "His name is Natsu?" And Anna says, "Yes." That's when Anna says, "I'm pretty sure you should know, Loki." And then that's when Natsu wakes up and says, "How long have I been out?" And Makarov says, "You've been out for a few minutes. Just few. At max." And then Natsu goes like, okay. That's when Gray goes over to Anna and says, "Wait, what do you mean Loki knows?" And Loki says, "I guess there's no point in hiding it anymore since they're here. Okay, so here's my story." And then Gildart says, "Story? You mean you have a backstory? I thought you were just a normal guy." And then Loki says, "Yeah, no, I'm not normal. You see, I'm not a human." And everyone is like, "Huh?" And Loki's like, "You see, I'm what you call a god. I'm a celestial from the celestial world, or kingdom, or whatever. And I was banished to this world because I broke a rule. So, it's been hard living here, but I'm still here because I'm the strongest of the 12 zodiacs. And now it's been getting easier, but I've been severely weakened. But yes, since I'm a god, I can live for a long time, so that's why I know Natsu and Anna." And Urza and Mira's like, "So you're a god?" They say in unison. And not Zeref, what? Then Loki's like, "Yep." And Anna's like, "Yep, that's right, Leo." And Natsu also says, "Yeah, Leo." And that's when Loki says, "Look, I don't go by that name anymore. But all because the guild..." And he goes to the guild members and the master as well. And he says, "All because you guys know my real name doesn't mean you can call me by Leo. Only they can." Then that's when they say, "Fine." So that's when Gillard goes over to Natsu and says, "So tell us about your story." And kid, And Natsu says, I'm sure you guys know my story, so now you shouldn't even be calling me kid. And Gillard says, oh, sorry. And Natsu says, whatever, it's fine. And that's when Natsu says his story. And he says, yeah, you guys already know I was killed by a dragon attack, but then I was brought back to life by my brother Zeref. And then, but just attempting to do this, he was cursed by for the love of, because he was cursed, he got contradiction magic, and everything he looks at, touches, or feels just dies in front of him. So he got fed up with it and tried killing himself by creating monsters and created the Book of Zeref. All these monsters weren't strong enough to kill him until he finally made one. That was me. And my true identity is END. End. It stands for Ethereon, for the love of Ethereon Natsu Dragmill. And Gildarts is like, wait, what? You're END? That's when Gildart says, not Gildart, Makarov says, so you're END? He also says that too. And then Gray just doesn't care and says, if you're END, then that means we should eradicate you right now. And Natsu says, oh yeah, bring it on. But it doesn't really matter because I don't really care for eating humans. And I only eat outside food. And Gildart says, how come? And Natsu says, well, outside food is good. And I've been living outside for a long time since I've been training with a dragon called Igneal. And they say, who's Igneal? And Natsu says, he's a dragon. He taught me Dragon Slayer magic. He was my foster dad. And they're like, wait, dragons killed your family? And you consider this dragon Igneal your dad? And they're just completely confused. And Natsu says, well, I'm just like that. That's when Natsu says, well, bye. And Anna says, where are you going? And Natsu says, I'm gonna go get food. And Gildart says, how about you go eat in the guild hall? And Natsu says, fine, but if it's not good, then I'm going straight to the forest. So he eats the food, and he just says, delicious. Yeah. And Natsu's like, outside food is still better. Gildart says, why? Natsu says, because outside food I can just kill animals and take the food, and I have to wait. Then Gildart says, that's a weird kid. Whatever. And then Gray says, in his mind, so you're really END, huh? I see. That's when Natsu says, I know what you're thinking. I can see it all over your face. That's when Anna says, hey Natsu, we should join the guild. Natsu says, what? Wait, what? Why? Why do I have to join the guild? And Anna says, because this guild seems fun. Besides, you can get a lot stronger here. Natsu says, I've been training all by myself for 2 years without joining a guild, and I got this strong. I don't need help from a guild. Anna just says, just please do it for me. Just watch. You'll get a lot stronger here. Natsu says, fine, I'm only doing it for you. And Gildart say, how about this? If you beat me, you can do whatever you want. If I win, then you have to join the guild. Natsu says, that seems like a good bet. I always wanted to fight someone pretty strong since everyone here is really weak. And that's when Master Makarov says, okay, I guess you're in the guild now. You too, Anna. That's when Natsu says, oh yes, I'm finally in the guild. Guess it's time to get stronger now. I don't have time to waste. And that's when Master Markov goes over to Natsu, and Natsu says, what do you want, Gramps? And Master Markov says, so, after you kill Zeref, what's gonna happen to you then? And Natsu says, well, I didn't think I'd have to say this to you, but once I kill Zeref, I'll die because we're both connected. Since I'm now a demon, I'm now connected to Zeref. And everyone's now crying because now a guild member is gonna die if he kills Zeref. But Natsu says, I don't really mind. I don't really care. All I really care is killing Zeref, so yeah, I'm good. So Natsu just gets the emblem on his shoulder, right shoulder, and he just goes to bed. After all this, and to everything that happened today, and Loxus goes to the Thunder Legion and says, guys, we need to go on a mission and get stronger. I want to beat this kid. Not kid, I'm gonna beat this guy, Natsu. So, they go on a mission, and I think that's where I'm gonna leave it off. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys like, subscribe, comment down below, hit the bell icon. Hope you guys liked the video, and peace.